Quickly, Smith are inviting pressure, and they're in here! Nakati! What a roar from the Mariners! The comeback kings can be doing it again! It's flipped on towards the back post and turned in! Maguire Drew was there! And he might just have got the goal that sends Grimsby back to the Football League! Cropper does get great distance on it as expected! They've done it! What a ball! It's Mariners mayhem!
Good evening, welcome Steve to this Sunday recording of Three Fish on the Shirt immediately after the Barrow game at home where we lost 2-1. I know you and I both left the ground feeling rather cheesed off, let's say, yesterday. You feel any brighter today?
I feel better than I did this time yesterday, yeah. But felt very deflated when we left. And I know you were really down. I wasn't too bad, but got home and I was in a mood, and it's not good.
I was
can affect
fuming.
Yeah, but it affects us. It does.
Because we care. It's because we care.
We do. Yeah, and it's. I think what annoys me more than anything is losing to Barrow as well, losing to teams that I think we should be beating, but we don't seem to be able to.
Well, I've done a bit of digging on that, which we'll come to in a little bit later. But I know what you mean. It has been referred to by quite a few people yesterday. Not least David Artello mentioned it in his aftermatch, saying it's not about how many fans you get; it's how you play on the pitch, which is true. But what you wonder is how you manage to get an outfit on the pitch that can be expecting to be going for promotion when they only get sort of 2,000 and 3,000 at home. And I've done a bit on that, which we'll come to. But to yesterday's game, just picking up on Artel's aftermatch first, and then we can pick up on our own observations. He said it was our worst performance of the season.
He did.
And not only a week or two ago, he's saying the club is clearly important to him, which I do believe him, because of the way it treated him, after his father died and the support he's had, and I think he gets on well with the ownership. But my question would be, why does it look like it isn't from the players? It's certainly in the first half. He says there's no excuses, so I expect that means he's going to be getting into the players for that. And he says we didn't cope very well when we had a player off the pitch and they score, and we can't cope with the man missing, which is
he did. Yeah, I listened to his interview, and he said, because he said previously that he's not a shouter at players. He wants to help players and make them better, but he did give him a rollicking at half time because he said that, didn't he?
Yeah,
That he's,
I shouldn't be even.
I don't want to shout.
Having to give him a rocket at half time. Yeah,
I had to give him a rocket at half time because we didn't turn up, and it's frustrating to watch it.
yeah,
We watched. You can see it, couldn't you? Just so slow. The pace wasn't there, and Barrow started well,
yeah.
and they looked good and sharp. And we've seen it before, though, haven't we? With
Yeah.
these so-called
So
smaller clubs.
these players are they not buying into the fact that Grimsby's a club that's got quite a bit of history and tradition, and it means a lot to people. And the least you can expect, and that's what is non-negotiable. I believe he was talking about, where
Yeah,
that you've got to give your effort, you've got to run around plenty, you've got to give it the
yeah,
intensity. If that's not
yeah.
there, why? I don't get it.
I don't understand. The second half was a different thing
You can imagine
altogether.
people tiring and struggling to maintain it. What
Mm.
I don't get is them coming out lethargic. And
No, I
one of the
don't.
worst things that does, and it was really, really noticeable yesterday, was it flattens the atmosphere straight away.
Yeah, the atmosphere was terrible yesterday.
Yeah. And I
The
saw
whole game, really. Even though, no, second half was a bit better, but
it
the first
brightened up
half
when
was
we
terrible.
when we had an attack. But if you think about it, if we come out and give it L for 10 minutes, the crowd gets behind you, doesn't they? And
Yeah,
our fans, I saw a post from somebody online, and I can't remember who it was, but they said, "I find it really hard to get up for games nowadays. It feels like I'm going to the same game every week," and I kind of know what he means.
yeah, but it's not. It's not that long ago we got promoted. So,
Yeah. No, but I think
it's
over
not
the
that.
last couple of years, you can almost hear the crowd go, "Oh, here we go again." The minute it starts going,
Yeah,
the wheels start coming off. You can hear that. Oh, here we go again.
yeah. Oh, well, we haven't had great home form for ages, have we? Till this season, we won two on the trot, but up to now, even when we got promoted back into the football league, our home form was still dire, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had
It was,
decent away form for some of that, didn't we?
yeah, we'll have to get a stat on that. How many home games we've won in the last 3 seasons? But
Yeah,
it doesn't seem to be a lot. It seems to be
no,
a lot.
and we also seem a bit goal shy at the pontoon end, which I think I've counted up before, and it's probably not as
Mm.
prominent as I realise. I don't think, or I think it is. When I looked at
Yeah.
it, I think early season we scored quite a few, and then we kind of pulled it back. But I was starting to wonder whether it's stage fright or something like that.
Well, I think it might be. Teams been playing in front of a crowd. They're good crowds,
For this
so they
level,
might be.
I mean, I picked out a good chunk of teams, which I've got some data on to share with you. But yeah, we're better off than a lot in terms of playing in front of a crowd. So
Yeah, I
um,
don't.
the game itself, we went down to two really poor goals from corners. It seemed we had the first one. The guy basically got up off his deathbed to leap like
Yeah,
Lazarus to score the first goal, but totally unchallenged. And if you watch the clip that we took from behind the goal, I think I'm not sure if that's the one where McJanet's off the pitch and
yeah. I think it was.
Vernham realises last minute there's nobody's gone with him, and the rest of them part like the Red Sea, and this guy just jumps in for his header straight off, and for the other
Yeah.
one, Vassell just roams about in the box totally unmarked.
No, I think that was McJanet was off the
Oh, is
pitch.
that one?
Then that one,
Yeah.
that was no, because there was nobody on him at all.
Yeah, no, it was the other one
Rogers,
where
yeah,
he'd got up. Yeah, you're right.
but two goals, two corners. It's just,
Without getting near him.
yeah, we just don't. We don't. I mean, our goal was a good goal.
Yeah.
Proper nice goal, proper. From free open play, and we just seem to concede goals that are just preventable. If you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
We've
deflected
said it. We
goals
said it
and.
every day, haven't we? Every time, haven't we?
Mm.
I mean, the set piece goals should be preventable. I mean, how many times do you go? You get excited when you get a corner and you think, oh yeah, but actually they don't lead to goals that often. It's
Don't
a
lead to
good
anything.
chance to put the ball
Our
in the
goals,
area. Yeah,
yeah, our corners yesterday ended up going back to our goalie.
Well, again, that frustration crept back in yesterday, where we'd either have an attacking free kick or a corner, and somehow by hook or by crook, the ball ends up in our keeper's hands or at his feet, and you just think, oh, and that's one of those moments where the crowd, you can hear it go, oh, here we go again, here we go again.
Yeah.
And that must be demoralising for the players as well.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of them are new to playing in front of a lot of Blundell Park anyway. Say when the atmospheres get good, maybe it's a bit of pressure. I don't, could be.
Yeah, don't know. And the other thing about our goal, I thought Jason's cross for Greeny was decent. He let it hang, stood it. What I'd refer to as standing it up, giving him a chance to get behind it and get his head on it.
Yeah,
and
that's quality.
Yeah. So that was there were some positives, and actually I thought at half time we probably didn't deserve to go into 2-1 down. We deserved to go down 2-0 down. I thought.
No, we didn't deserve anything at that first half, apart from
we got away with one.
Yeah, going down, but we did get the goal, and then thought, gonna get, and then we got a goal disallowed, didn't we? Early first half.
Yeah.
Which I went mad celebrating.
You were down the stairs, weren't you?
I was nearly down there.
Unfortunately, during the next portion of the transmission of tonight's show, we managed to lose the audio, which is a bit of a disaster. But nonetheless, we went on to talk about the difference between defending in both boxes between Barrow and ourselves. We've got one or two clips to show in this clip coming up. We've got the two goals, which you'll see we don't even lay a finger on either Foley or Vassell, who scored the two goals. This one's Foley just coming up now. And you see as the ball comes in, not a soul near him. Vernon realises pretty late on, and then he just heads into the net. And you notice on the line, we've got a defender, one of Town's defenders, and one of their strikers deliberately holding Eastwood back. Now, them sort of things, there's a lot of detail to watch in the box, and it's easy to miss stuff. But at our end, we're not taking chances, and we've missed the opportunity to do those sort of dark arts things, which I thought Barrow did really well in terms of executing their plan and making a nuisance of themselves, where we we just rely on trying to put the ball in the net through our skill and what have you. There's very little nous in the background. The second one, there's Vassell. You can see there's nobody touches him. No, even close to him. I think that's the one that Steve was referring to. McJanet was off the pitch, and we didn't cope with that at all, which is really poor. And then we've got a couple of more clips where Vassell particularly wrestles in one clip Green to the floor at a corner, and on the other clip, I think it's Harvey Rogers. He manages to wrestle to the ground around his neck. Now, if that's seen in the box, that's got to be a penalty, because at the end of the day, that's a foul anywhere on the pitch, and in the box, it's a penalty. And my only guess is that there's so much going on that the ref can't see it. Now, that to me is Barrow being clever, not allowing us to run on the ball, not allowing us to get ahead on the ball. But what it does is it kind of shows that we've not necessarily got that nous and that lack of naivety that we could have done with probably in both boxes. Now, my fear is that if we started doing that sort of stuff, we'd have penalties given against us, which is a whole other story about the bar for a threshold for a penalty. And we also discussed the level of foul you need to get a penalty. I mean, we've had a few this season turned down, and when you see some of the ones given yesterday at I think there was one at Walsall, there was one at Sunderland v Plymouth, just penalties for absolutely next to nothing, and you see what's been turned down in some of the games that we've seen. You just can't believe it. Anyway, we went on to continue to discuss those bits and then move on to why it is we're not dealing well with some of these what we think of as smaller clubs, and they're only small clubs in stature and history potentially, but they're turning out on the pitch now, to their credit, in a positive way, and we start to look at why that was, and the difference in where we're all at, and we left talking about smaller clubs like Harrogate doing really well, and being a bit of a bogey side to us, and that's where we pick our conversation back up again with Steve, in talking about small clubs and how we get going again. So where were we? Oh, Harrogate. Yeah, Boxing Day against Harrogate.
Yeah, that goal. Crocombe was in goal, so it must have been not Boxing Day. Must have been 2 years, coming up 2 years ago, because we were 2-1 up, playing really good football, and then they got a goal back, and then their third goal was in the 93rd minute or something, and it hit the post, didn't it? And then hit Crocombe on the back of the head and went in.
Crazy.
Like,
I think the year before that, we have a 0-0 at home against them.
Yeah, we definitely need to get one over on them.
We were beating them 2-1 and lost 3-2 at their place, weren't we? Yeah, horrible team. With not horrible. I don't know, horrible as in nasty or anything, but just don't seem to be able to get one over on them, do we?
No, were they on your list of teams?
Yes, they were second to bottom, 2,700, 2,710. So they're getting 3,656 fans less than us on average. That's a club on its own, isn't it? Difference between the two.
Yeah, but they've got is their manager still, what's his name?
Simon Weaver.
Grayson. Simon
Weaver, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's the longest serving manager in the Football League.
I believe so, yeah.
So he's been there. He's been there like 16 years, I think. So so that's why they're where they are, I think, because of the consistency or the stability of the club.
Yeah. They've still got to attract the players, though, haven't they? They've still got to get the players in.
I'm still confident we're going to be okay this season.
No, I agree.
But, just want to finish higher up the table than we did last year. Just shouldn't be too hard.
Well, it shouldn't be. We're not managing. We're not managing at the moment, are we?
No, we'll be fine. I do trust in Mr. Artell.
I think the other thing that's encouraging a little bit, and we've got to be better than this, but we haven't been tonked in any game other than the Notts County. With it's a single goal. Chesterfield last week, Barrow this week, and the other game we lost at Fleetwood. But we were getting tonked by teams at times last year, weren't we?
We were, yeah, because he was trying to get players to do things they weren't able to do or not comfortable to do. But we're not getting tonked. But Notts County aside, I still think. Well, last season I thought they were going to walk the league, but I think this season they could. Yeah, they could do it.
They're in a decent spot already, aren't they? 14 points from 6 games, undefeated.
Yeah, I'll be surprised. They'll go up this year. I can't see them.
They've only let six. They've only let 6 goals in, which is half the number we have.
Yeah,
we've won 2, drawn and lost 4. 8 goals for 12 against. Vernon is our top scorer on 3, and somebody who's hardly played is on 2, Davies, and then you've got Green, Rogers, and JDS to make up our 8 goals, all from open play. No penalties. Well, not open play. Davies' free kick can't be counted as open play, but there's been some crackers in there, haven't there? Vernon's had a couple of crackers. Davies has scored a cracker.
Good goals.
Yeah. Greeny's header was good. JDS's goal was a good footballing goal, wasn't it? So there's plenty of encouragement.
I'm trying to think of a goal. I'm trying to think of a good goal against us.
Yeah, Fleetwood's was a bit. The 2 Cheltenham ones were a bit. All the Notts County ones were jammy.
Chesterfield's goals were a bit.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper error.
Yeah, but
he did lay. He did lay that one on the goalie, didn't he? Artell.
Yeah.
The lining the wall up.
Well, I did.
He did as well.
It's his job to organise it. And and put somebody on the
He
back
said
for
about
the
it's the goalie's job to line it up. It's goalie's. Then he sort of backtracked on it a little bit, but I think he did say it.
Well, I mean, there's a point where you don't want to throw your players under the bus, do you? I mean, I don't think anybody would want that. But it's a shame. But we move on. He's lost his place now, so hopefully that'll spur him on. I saw a post. Somebody said the other day, is Steve Crouchton still on corners from a training perspective? And if he is, can we use somebody else?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I said to you at the match, I said, "Oh, maybe we haven't
like,
worked on defending yet."
Yeah,
but
I don't think that's the case by now. We should have done. If we haven't, we will be this week.
No, we defended quite well, I thought, on the weekend. Overall,
Yeah,
we defended well.
Yeah,
and that's in the second half.
Yeah,
when Salford came back at us, we defended well.
Barrow.
So that's the one.
Yeah, not Salford. But no, I mean, I think for me the disappointing thing was that first half performance was just so bad. I mean, if we get a good start, maybe get in front, it's a different game, isn't it? And you know, it's back to that. You want to be on top of your opponents, not letting them run the game. And I think we let them run the game, and I think then their nous, their cleverness, even the naughty cleverness that we talked about earlier, was the difference. And I don't think, and you can't lay any claim for us deserving to win. We possibly could have got a point. Whether we deserved that is debatable, but we could have got something out of it. I think we left a bit frustrated that having got to 2-1 and had a full half to have a go at them and actually doing it at points, we thought we could have got a point. The fact that we didn't was disappointing. But whether we deserved it or not, I'm not quite sure.
Well, we just got to forget about it now. Think about the next game, but we can't start losing at home because we're not winning. We're not winning away.
If our away record's going to be like anything like it was last
year. Yeah, we haven't drawn a game yet.
And we've moaned that we had too many of it last time, didn't we? So
we did, yeah.
Fixtures looking ahead, we mentioned Carlisle, Gillingham, Doncaster on the 5th. After that, we've got Lincoln in the Bristol Street Motors Pizza Trophy, and Salford away on the 12th, Walsall at home on the 19th, Tranmere away on the 22nd, Milton Keynes Dons at home on the 26th of October. So the games don't get any easier. It's a tough league, I think. On the day, anybody can beat anybody, but it's up to us. I think that's half the trouble. We don't play like it's up to us. We let the opposition dictate too much. Certainly yesterday.
Yeah, we need to get a score first. Would be nice. I know we have done in previous games, but I did see a stat on Twitter. Somebody put on since David Artell took over, we've played 33 games. We've won 9, drawn 9, lost 15, and only gained 2 points from losing positions. And one of them was the Notts County 5-5 at home.
And that doesn't shout resilience at you, does it?
No, and they say, why is that? Why is it? Is it the squad? Is it not strong enough? Are we not? I think they're fit enough, but have we got enough people to change games?
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
So on to other important business. I did go back through the video evidence to verify the competition of guess the attendance from the 3 games. So I'll read out the results. So the Cheltenham game, I was 15 away. Good shout, 15 out, and you were 165 out. So that put me 1-0 up. Second week, Bradford, I was 429 away. I think I said something like 6-5 or 6-6. You said 6-2.
Did I? Sure.
Yep, I've verified it. Got the video evidence out. So that put me 429 away, and you 750 away, which made it 2-0. Yesterday, you had a bit of a comeback. Yesterday, you were 46 out, and I was 104 out. That means you take week 3. So it's 2-1, and cumulatively, I've been a total of 548 out, and you've been a total of 965 out.
Right,
so
I think there's mitigating circumstances in there.
What, that you just crap at guessing?
No, it's the fact that you asked me when I'm not expecting it, and I haven't had a chance to think.
Well, actually, every time one of the video
Yeah,
clips
but
is really
you stick the camera in front of me, and I go, quick look round, and think, oh, whatever.
Well, that's the game. That's the game. You know how big the ground
Right.
is. You know how many people there. You've been
Right.
going there 40 years or more.
I'm going to get you in there. I'm going to get in first with the video. I'm going to
Well,
ask you.
I think we should watch the first clip of me asking you in one of the games where I ask you what you think the score's going to be, and you go, "I think we've started pretty well. I think we're doing all right." And then I go, "No, I asked you what the attendance is," and you went, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Uh,
So I think you might find in a little pause after this, like this.
So far,
I'll show the clip.
but we need to get
right.
in the box, get some
Well, like that.
Said your attendance guess.
Oh, sorry. 6,250.
6575.
Okay, I believe you.
So you got a bit coming back to do,
Yes.
Mr. Risley. You're a good few behind.
Well, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, is it? So
on to Bromley. Is Michael Cheek
yeah.
going to score against us? We were linked with signing him years ago, and we never did.
I wish we had.
Yeah, he seems to still be carrying on scoring, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got 4 goals now, I think, this season.
Did he
I think
score
he said.
twice yesterday?
No, just once.
All right.
It was a cheeky little one in the corner, I think it was.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
been
He,
thinking about that one all day, haven't you? That one.
No, just come off. Just thought about it now. Bromley, Notts County, Cheek got the first one. Ben Thompson got
All
the
right. He's
second one.
he's
6
knocking on a bit
minutes.
now.
Yeah.
He's 33 years old.
Yeah. No.
And
Score goals
he's,
though.
he's not played at any sort of level. This is the highest level he's played at. He's played
Does it really? Yeah.
for Chelmsford, 27 goals in 59 games. Braintree, 34 34 goals in 84 games. Dagenham and Redbridge, 34 in 13 goals in 34 games. Ebbsfleet, 16 in 39, and 92 in 214 for Bromley. So he's always scored goals, and this
He's
is
always
the
scored against
highest
us.
level. Yeah. Interesting ground I noticed on the telly, Bromley, the leisure centre.
Oh yeah. Don't get me going on small clubs again.
Yeah, they've a right to be there. It's all about the football. It's nothing to do with the size and shape. It's what you do with your team on the pitch. So
It is.
looking ahead to that, what are your hopes for that? A bounce back, presumably.
Oh God, I hope so. Yeah, we should be beating them. Although they've started fairly well. And they were up in the league. I think they've dropped down. Where are they now?
Yeah, I think
Bromley, but
they
now
start off by beating Harrogate, and they're now next to Harrogate in the
Mm,
league. They've lost out of the last 4. They've lost 3 and drawn 1. So they've had a great
yeah,
start, and then they've gone off. Harrogate
yeah.
are
You got to
really the
expect.
opposite.
You got to expect to beat them at home. Otherwise, we ain't going to do much this season if we can't beat Bromley at home.
No, exactly.
Oh,
I think it's about time. We stepped up, and next week we can't come out and that be the same excuse. I think he's got as good a I don't know motivator this week to sort of say you
yeah.
can't come out and start like that. You've got to boss the game at home. You've got to make
That's
them
it.
work.
At the minute, we're playing one game a week. We're not playing Monday,
Exactly.
Saturday, Tuesday.
We're not knackered, are we?
So no, they can't. They're not. They're not knackered, and we're not. We need to. There's no. It's not games at every two games a week. So there's no excuses really for what happened Saturday. So yeah, I would say a 2-0 win. That'll do me.
2-0 win next week. I'd take a
That's
2.
my.
I'd take any win will do me, but I'll go 2-1. We'll see how we get on. And next week
Clean
on
sheet.
guess the attendance. I'll ask you and give you time to check before I look for your answer.
Okay. You can speak. I'll predict it now if you want. No, it's not a bit early for that.
It is. It'll be another 20 or 30 from Bromley, though, won't it?
Yeah.
Can't see it being many.
So,
It's the Osmond corner again for them, I would imagine.
Yeah, just one taxi, I think, for them.
Yeah. So I think that's about it for this week.
Okay,
so again,
yeah.
Guests are looming on the horizon. Just got to set up some time to get together with the guests, and then we'll have them on. Once we've got them in the diary, we'll trailer them so that get people excited. And we've got quite a number of our fans who are listening. Not our fans, I mean town fans. I'm not supposing that anybody is a fan of ours, but no, town fans who've heard the pod and have said, yeah, we'd love to come on. So it'd be nice to have them come on. And I've got some themes of things we can talk about lined up that'll fit together nicely as both sessions for our podcasts on an individual basis, and as put together as pieces around specific topics as well. So be some good listening coming up, some great guests, and we'll see you in the next one. We'll speak next week after Bromley. So have a good week, Steve. Look forward to seeing you at BP next week.
Yeah, should be there, all being things equal.
Yeah, absolutely. And say have a great week, and up the Mariners. It's goodbye from me.
Yeah. It's good night from him. Good night.
Cheers,
up the Mariners.
Thank you. Hey, stay on now for a minute. Just